Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Evoland 2. Today, we got so many things we can do. We've got a control terminal, which looks awfully like an old NES controller. And we got some mana, so I want to go to BD as well. Just to see if we can upgrade the ice powers as well. And after that, I think I want to look for Menos, seeing if he's still here. So we want to go to Pirate Isle to see if he's still left there. Well, not in this time, of course, but at least somewhere. And if not, we'll just keep looking around to see what else we can do. Ah, what a fine young man you are. What can I do for you, darling? Waken ally. Do you know what you're asking me, my little peach cobbler? First, I can only proceed with the awakening you bring me enough mana. Yes, I know. Well, it's still the first upgrade for her, so it should be enough. Wonderful. You dug up some mana? Cool, we'll get the awakening then. Velvet, of course. Because if it's possible, I like to evenly upgrade them. Because I don't know if it affects it also with their, let's call it their action ability. Like for her, she freezes water so we can walk over them. I don't know if by upgrading them we can do more than that. Even freeze like bigger paws, maybe fires or anything like that. Because so far, Menos is the only one that has actually done something with upgrading those powers. Because by upgrading them, he could destroy bigger blocks. So I don't know if with Vina and with Velvet it's going to be like the same thing. So far it only seems like it becomes more powerful, but not a bigger effect on the map. But yeah, the way to find that out is just keep on upgrading them, because it can never be a bad thing doing that. Nothing, because we still have our green and red potion, so that should be okay. But it does mean that everywhere we go now, we can see where those paths are. And of course use it to grab on the chest. And one that I vividly remember is the one here on Wind Valley. So I think I'm gonna do that. Because it's right on the top of it. But just to make it easier on you all, not to watch me play through this once again, I will see you all on top. Okay, it seems that at this time we're not allowed to do so. That is extremely sad. Because normally he's standing here to the side. Alright, well, we're gonna come back later and checking it out, because there is something on top I want. And by golly, we're gonna get it eventually. Because there's a treasure chest I needed Velvet's power for, and we couldn't get here with her earlier. So, well, we're gonna do that later then. Alright, let's see if we can get to the island. And we also want to get to as many monoliths as we can, because I'm thinking that the control terminal will work once we get to a megalith, so we can actually activate it ourselves and not having activated by an accident game-wise. To be a sailor's wife, you have to learn patience and then avoid worrying too much, especially with all those tales people tell about the Cursed Isle. Ah, we love the Cursed Isle. So I definitely know there's a megalith there. Well, where exactly did you want to go? What? You want to go to the Cursed Isle? Isn't it just my lucky day? Fair warning. Alright, same thing. He still doesn't want to go there. Yes, you made yourself clear. But yes, we want to leave right now. Alright, let's go. The thing is, the island is that very big. So we'll never spend an hour there. So there's nothing to worry about. is still there. So should the stairs. God, they took it away. We'll see if we can get the time stone with us or replace it. Still nothing to do on the second one. What the heck are you on about? What? Did we get back before we went? Interesting. This does give ground to our theory that the big villain is actually me. The guy with the mask on. If we can travel in time also before events that we already triggered. Damn, there's a lot of implications there. I'm only theorizing. It is equally possible we will end up in my era, or that of Miss Fina and Megaclink. But, as Miss Fina would say, I fear we have no other choice anyway. Exactly. Of course we go, Kuro. We won't know until we get there. And I don't want to stick around in this future. They disappeared. Why did I fail to leave with them? And what am I to do now? And we actually reapplied the time stone, okay? Oh well, it's a good thing that he wasn't left behind here for like years and he had to fend on his own, because I haven't seen a lot of demons around, so let's see how upset he is. Menos, am I glad to see you again. Megaclink, Miss Fina, I thought you had vanished forever. That must mean the megalith did not serve its purpose. Actually, it did. It worked just fine, but it's a long story. Where should I start? I can hardly believe it. My son. A terrorist? And the weapon. But I mustn't worry so. Reno is no longer a child in this era, so he surely must have fled before the explosion. Perhaps I shall see him yet. I too was rather surprised to see them materialize out of nowhere. And when they told me everything, I had trouble believing it as well. Who would believe someone claiming to be from the future? I wasn't truly convinced until after speaking with Cirrus. Cirrus. Can we trust her? She saved us from the weapon explosion. And she told us how to collect the shattering pieces of the Magi key. I am well aware of that, Miss Fina, and she has my deepest gratitude. Without her, I would never have seen you two again. But my father always told me that everything comes at a price. Why exactly did she come to your aid? That's actually a really good question. It could be that an even worse future lies ahead, as he's here to trigger that event for herself. We don't know. We'll learn, but at this time we cannot be sure about that. That much I would like to know. In any case, her knowledge about the Magi can't be questioned. The sparse descriptions of the Magi key I studied confirmed her explanation. That changes nothing for my son. On the contrary, if we wipe the weapon from the timeline, Rena will never have thought to try activating it. A sizable chunk of history will be rewritten. To be perfectly honest, the very thought of it frightens me. How can we be sure there won't be unintended consequences? Yeah, because technically speaking, any bit you change of the past might make the future not happen. So basically, Vina might not even be born. It's an extreme example, but you get what I'm going with, right? Because whatever events led to her parents settling there, meeting each other, having her, could be totally erased as well, with some little tweaks. And the further back we go, the bigger results the small changes will have. Because basically, if I would, for instance, break my window, tomorrow it will still be broken, there's nothing wrong with it. But in like a week, my whole apartment will be cold as hell if I don't repair it. Like, the longer something is changed, the bigger the effects will be. I know, bad example, but you get where I'm going at. But yeah, we'll see where it goes with this. Well, I'm not gonna sit around doing nothing. There's always a risk, no matter what you do in life. And frankly, I can't get much worse than this. I agree with Miss Vina. Regardless of what we change, the situation can only improve for me. For us, definitely. Perhaps not for everyone else. But then, I suppose it's worth a shot. I really hope we're doing the right thing, Kuro. Quick, let's bring the pieces of the Magi Key to Cirrus. I am pleased to be helping you once again, Megaclink. Alright, we have a full party again. First time, once more. But just bring the pieces to her, but we don't have anything yet, yes, right? We need to collect them first. Yes, it actually works. Oh, we're gonna be looking around everywhere. Cool, and we can travel with everyone in our party. Oh, okay. First, let's get off this island. Noobs, ain't ya? Better watch it or I swear I'll rage quit this crew. The humble beginnings of Pirate Roberts. Yeah, woohoo! It's so freaking cool being a pirate. Every day I thank the seas I followed Mr. Roberts. But lately, he's had a worried vibe about him. Ooh, just... ah, come on. Mr. Roberts, I presume? In the flesh. But you don't look like a young soul's thirsty for adventure. You look like you'll be living your own epic tales already. Make the most of it. Life is full of challenges for those who can seek them out. Some adventures can be rather painful. Take a lesson from my many years. The roads may be full of peril, but the adventures along the way are worth your misery. Speaking of, would you like to aid me in my next adventure? Yes. Might give us a Magi key piece. Definitely. You see, as it turns out, how should I put it? It's still all so new to me, but here it goes. I am in love. Well, these things happen. So, who's the lucky girl? She's, wonderful. She's, amazing. She's strong, yet vulnerable. How could a woman like her love someone like me? Indeed, you look at the statistics. I am not well versed in love, but perhaps a good start would be to compose a letter. How can you not be well versed in love? You have a son. Did that just happen then? My father never failed to send off before engaging in thorny negotiations. A letter? Yes, of course. That's a splendid idea. Just a moment, please. Well, let me guess, we're gonna deliver the letter for him? Here you go. To the one who bearded my heart and who plundered my sleep. Thank you. If she does embrace my love, then it's decided. I shall retire and you will get my most prized treasures. Don't bother trying to find my stash. The spot's so well hidden, I alone know where it is. I will eagerly await her response to my letter. You recognize her easily. She's the most stunning, remarkable woman on the continent. Why does this have to be so complicated? It's such a cute story, don't you think, Hero? Negotiation seems to be proceeding well. If both parties demonstrate good faith, it should result in a mutual beneficial agreement. Yeah, but we still don't know who it is. Just saying, it's the most beautiful on the continent, we know one thing, it's on the continent. That's not enough information. So, have you not delivered my letter yet? It's quite simple. Let's hand it over to the most remarkable woman on the entire continent. Okay, let's just go. We'll see if we can find somebody. Yes, we would like to set sail. Can't go here. This is where the other pirates were in the other one. Ooh. I want to go there. I want to see what's in the tent. But yeah, we got a love letter to deliver and a lucky girl to find. Some pirates have set up on a nearby isle. Must be nice being a pirate, sailing the seas, going wherever the wind takes you. Ah, would I were a few years younger. I dreamed that one day my Prince Charming will take me away on a beautiful white steed. Yeah. Could you be him? By the looks on her face, I don't think Shiro is the one. Could it be that... Oh, you have a letter for me? Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Let me read it. This is definitely not the most beautiful woman on the continent. I'm sorry, but it only is. Can we back out of this? Yes. Because that's the thing I wonder right now. Can we give it to multiple targets? And does it mean that if we pick the wrong one, he will stay a pirate throughout the entire game? Or if it's fixed? Is there any choice in here? Would you happen to know anything about the dreaded pirate Robert? The Empire is currently tied up in the war against the demons. But sooner or later, we'll catch him. And he'll pay for his misdeeds. If only we knew what he looked like. I do know, and I'm not telling. So many places to go. Where would we find a beautiful lady? Ooh, can we destroy the bridge now? I mean, not the bridge, the rock on the bridge. We crushed those demons. Nothing left but to take demonia. I wonder if we are able to help the demons, actually. Not to defeat the humans. We don't want to kill all humans, because that would be a much bigger disaster, but... maybe we can get them to a mutual agreement. Ha! Yes! Sadly, the old hack isn't here. While we're here, I do want to check on Demonia. But I also want to check where can we go from here. Oh, we got so many places to go right now. What are all those flags for? Yeah, we do have to be careful that we don't go to a place that we are not ready for yet. We don't want to get destroyed. Can we get here as well? God damn, there's so many places. Let's check out what this is. Yeah, the one thing for certain, the most things we can do is in this area right now. And probably the present as well. Sylph Forest. So, Are we back in the present? It can't be. We didn't activate a megalith. I touched nothing. Some claim that the Sylph Forest is located outside of the boundaries of time. This must be what they mean. This is a really strange place. Don't you think, Shiro? It definitely is. Welcome to the Sylph Forest. All time streams converge here for an infinite of nows. This is a marvelous gift from nature that we are able to spend eternal life in a single instant over and over without end. Do you not think so? I don't know. Somehow it does also sound very horrific. Did you also come here to find your destiny? Just like the other heroes who seek our oracle's wisdom, I suppose. And we see here a sign that's definitely of Magi, magic power. Oh, it's you. Have you not been here once before? Or perhaps you're not here yet. Time matters little in this place. Oh, that's actually a really cool thought. We've been here in the future for us, but for them it's all eternity. All time is the same. No. Sora? Heroes come from far and wide to have our oracle reveal their next quest. As she knows all the past, future, she alone can answer their questions. We are at the confluence of time streams, so they sometimes wait years to have their fate revealed. Their fans must be anxiously awaiting their return. Oh, it's a play on why we are waiting for the game. So we have Sora, Bomberman, Link, Ryu, and Mario. I really hope she's not going to get kidnapped again. This time I'm totally gonna crush the stuck-up blonde dude. If you meet a chatty fairy, just run the other way. Where are my bombs? I know I had them a second ago. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Okay, this reference I don't know. It's probably something, if you played all Kingdom Hearts, you probably know. To be honest, it's one of those game series I have, but never took the time to play it yet. So it's definitely something I'm up for in the future. You are somehow different from the other heroes. For that matter, are you even a hero? Well, if I think I am, I am. You must get permission from the Oracle if you wish to enter Sacred Grove. Alright, let's talk to the Oracle. Welcome, heroes of this world. I am no hero. I only wish for my son. I know, Menos. The currents of time keep no secret from us sylphs. All events occur here time and time again, ad infinitum. But that means everything is already written. Everything we do is meaningless and pointless. Quite the opposite, Vina. The choice you make shape your destiny. And conversely, fate molds your choices. Only a few possess absolute freedom, the ability to change everything. You're talking about Kuro, aren't you? Yes, Kuro is one of those few. His past, present and future choices may change everything or nothing. Does that mean he can save my parents and the village? And that he might aid my son before it's too late? Yes, perhaps, and much more still. But you must first gather the 5 fragments of the Magi Key. Is that not why you are here? Well, I have a question for you, Oracle. Ask away, Velvet. Isn't it risky to use the Magi Key? It could very well destroy more than it would save. The sheer impact of such an event on space-time. I cannot answer your question, Velvet. That is one you humans must tackle. To Sylph, past, present and future are without meaning, as cause and effect. There is no yesterday or tomorrow, only the eternal now. In this now you are at once here, not here. You are saying that what we see as before and after, to you, it is an eternity. Precisely, Menos. That is why we cannot judge things as good or bad. They are simply parts of the same whole, so why would one try to differentiate between them? I'm not sure if I understand everything, but I do agree. Nothing is ever entirely black or white. Take Reno, for instance. He wanted to kill a lot of humans, and in a way, he succeeded, because without him, we wouldn't have reached the weapon. But if it had been me, and the Empire killed my family, I would have done the same thing. I'd like to think I wouldn't, but I can't ever be sure of that. I suppose at times we can only judge our actions after the fact. Oracle, can you give us the Magi key fragment? It had been in my possession. I would gladly give it to you, but the Magi entrusted it to the guardian of our sacred grove. Long as the guardian watched over the grove, but his strength has withered away. He is eventually corrupted by the evil spirits of the forest, the Sadistas. I don't think he can hear you in his current state. And keep in mind that different eras tend to merge in the sacred grove, so beware not to wander too much. Is there no way to help the guardian? Maybe we could get rid of those Sadistas? It won't be an easy task, but perhaps with a Sylph tears. A Sylph tear? Such a thing does not really exist, as we Sylph have neither past nor future, we have no sadness, no regrets, and therefore no reason to shed tears. And yet, I feel certain you will come to a Sylph tear. How can that be? Go see Finarella at the grove's entrance. She can surely help you. Another challenge to overcome, Shiro. Sounds dangerous. But maybe there will be more Magi Ruins to excavate. I've always taken 2 walks in the forest. Your final choice draws near, Shiro. So our final choice will probably be when we have all the Magi key, and we need to decide the fate of everyone, probably. Humans, demons, or both. If that really is going to be the choice we're going to face later on, I'm definitely going to choose both. Because you cannot exclude one part without the other. But yes. All the time streams, yes. Same text. Is it not... She was at the starter grove, wasn't it? Oh, wait. Maybe they're not talking about this area. Maybe they're talking about the next. Never mind. You wish to enter a sacred grove? I'm afraid that is impossible for mere humans. But wait, you there. You're not entirely human. Who, me? What are you trying to say? I can hardly believe it, but you have Sylph blood in you. Then you must possess certain powers. Did you never wonder why? Me? A Sylph? No, you are not a Sylph yourself, but you must have one in your family. Someone in my family? Yes, and to enter Sacred Grove, you shall have to find them. But that's impossible. My family, my whole village is... Think, there must be a member of the Skull family somewhere. You must find this Sylph and retrieve one of her tears to enter Sacred Grove. Okay, so now know how to actually enter it, and the fact that Fina is not human. I would say that it would blow my mind more, but to be honest, she was already weird to start off with her abilities, so it doesn't actually really surprise me. Alright, another story bit unlocked. So we have more of the sea to explore. Alright, so this looks like where our village is. Well, at least the beginnings of it. Well, what do you know? We don't get many visitors around here. You're trying to escape the war, right? Yes. You've got nothing to fear. We're far from all the mayhem. Anyway, that's why I decided to stick around. Only, he kind of reminds me of my dad. Of course! You are Finrod, father to Finrost. You're my grandfather, the founder of Nibiru village. You're a very sweet little lady, but I have no son, and I'm certainly too young to be your grandfather. It's true, I have decided to establish a village here, but I haven't settled on a name yet. And now that you mention it, Nibiru is a lovely name, yes. Perhaps I should call it that. No, wait. Soon, a few years from now, you're going to meet someone, a Sylph. And together you'll have a son who is my dad. Young man, I believe your friend here has banged her head. Listen to me. You have to believe me. It's gonna happen. So I'm begging you. Ask the Sylph to wait for us here, in the year 1000. Wait, no, not here. Everything will have been destroyed by the weapon. On the bluff, where there's a statue of the Emperor after he's won the war. You have to promise. Yes, if it makes you happy, I will promise. Hey, if you ask me, young man, your friend could really use some rest. Okay then, Kuro, I guess all that's left is to head out. Okay, very nice coincidence. I didn't expect this to happen when coming here. I was thinking we finally have back access to this, so let's check it out. Hey, but there's probably an all's well that ends well point. But the megaliths, do they just take us to one point in time or to all points in time? So can we get back to the Pirate Isle and use it there to get to 1000 to meet the Sylph here? And having said that, we still need to find the perfect woman for Captain Roberts. Of course, there's Grizzly Pass. Let's leave it for now. Wait. Can we actually go to it? Yes, so the blockage is only in 1000 AD. Okay. And yes, I have Omicron pieces to get Omicron. At least we have some of these ore pieces that we can go to the smith to make some more weapons out of it. But I want to wait for that a little bit, because I wonder if we get like that sword and it's the best sword in the game, if we find other weapons along the way in the store, like we have a bronze one, what if we have a silver one, a gold one? Will we not be able to get that one because we already have a better version of it? Because to be honest, I want every version I can. On the other hand, we can also use it as a test. We get the sword and then we leave the rest until later and see what happens if we get to an area with more different weapons. Yeah, I think I might do that. Ooh, more Magi Ruins. And a Megalith. So that's another way for us to travel through time. You know what? I'm gonna check out where it goes. Yeah, we've opened up so much today. Because we've won a Pirate Roberts that goes from the future to the past. And this looks like the present. We also have, again, our boat. We knew that. Okay, so with this knowledge, we can travel to wherever we want. We can go back to the past, to the future, everywhere. And we will need to go to that block over there to get the Sylph there, which in turn gives us access to the Guardian of the Sylph Forest, so we can get a Magi piece there. And I'm pretty sure that finding a love letter, the right person for the love letter of Pirate Roberts, will also get us a fragment. So there will be 2 fragments already of 5. Damn. So much to be doing. So much to be done. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna go to the bluff and see if our grandma is there. Well, Sylph might be eternal, so she would probably still be there. And beside that, we're gonna go back to the past and look around on the main continent, like in Genova and stuff, to see if we can find an eligible lady for Pirate Roberts. And if we can't, then we know that let's just call it bewildered woman at the dock is the woman he's looking for, and then we can give the letter to her and hopefully make him give us his treasure. Which, again, when I say I think is a Magi key piece. But yeah, that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and I hope to see you then. Bye bye.